Good day, geometry. Today we get to look at the second section of chapter 15, section 15-2, where we are going to look at the angles of an inscribed quadrilateral. In other words, we're going to be looking at a circle, and inscribed within the circle is a four-sided shape, and we're going to find the four angles on the inside of that four-sided shape. A relatively easy section, one quick theorem, and the rest is all algebra. So I think you're going to have zero problems with this one. If you want to, you're more than welcome to do the explore part. I am not going to do that one because it's just it's not really important. But I want to draw your attention right off to page 794, and we're going to look at the theorem we need to know, and that is the inscribed quadrilateral theorem. And it says this: if we have a quadrilateral, that's a four-sided shape, inscribed inside a circle, then its opposite angles are supplementary. Like I said, it's a very easy section. Supplementary, once again, means when two angles are added up, it'll equal 180 degrees. So what I want to do is just use the picture here, because we'll do the next part in a second. Here is a picture of a circle, and inscribed inside the circle is a four-sided shape, and that's a quadrilateral. And basically what it says, its opposite angles are supplementary. So in other words, if we were to look at angle A, okay, and its opposite angle will be angle C, those two angles, if we were to add them up, they will equal 180 degrees. Same thing with angle B. Its opposite angle is angle D, and the sum of these two angles will be 180. Again, now we did a section a long time ago where the sum of the four interior angles of a quadrilateral, their sum is going to be 360. So if you look at these, angle A, angle C, you add them two up, you get 180. You take angle B and angle D, add those two up, you get 180. And the summation of the four interior angles of the quadrilateral, that will be 360. Now we did that a long time ago. Now, the bottom part is just the proof of it. Again, you're more than welcome to pause the video. Again, I just wrote down the answers. It deals with the information from the last section. Again, it's just the proof of it. Again, the theorem is sufficient enough, and you're going to probably say this is more common sense than anything. It's not a difficult section. It's more algebra than anything. So with that said and done, let's go to the next part, and explain 2 deals with the work of letter A, and they want us to find the angle measures of each inscribed quadrilateral. Again, this one is, again, they did all the work for us. Again, basically what it's saying here is we know the measure of angle P plus the measure of angle R. Their sum has got to be equal to 180. Same thing with the measure of angle Q added to the measure of angle S. Those two add up to give you 180 degrees, and it's relatively easy section. It's, like I said, it's all algebra. So you're more than welcome. You already have that in your book. All right, so with that said and done, I'll let you do me a favor, pause the video. I've done all the work here, and you guys can copy it, follow it just as a reference. All right, now what I want you to do next is we're going to do the your turn. And what I need you to do is I want you to pause the video, taking that information from letter A and letter B, and I want you to do the your turn problem number, or whatever that next problem, number 5, okay? So pause the video and come on back. All right. You probably paused the video. You've done the your turn. So let's go and do the your turn together. All right. So once again, here is a quadrilateral inscribed within a circle. We have we have four angles. We have angle U, which is 12Z minus 27 degrees. Angle T is 125 minus Z degrees. Angle W is 37 plus 5Z degrees. And then we have angle V. And they want us to find the measure of all four of these angles. All right. Now, it does not matter which way you go, okay? I figure, well, the best way to do this is we see that we have information for angle U. We have information for angle W. They are opposite angles, so we know the sum of these two angles have got to be 180. So the first thing I did is I set it up. So 12Z minus 27 plus 37 plus 5Z equals 180. Okay. The whole purpose here is to find out what the value of Z is. So again, combine like terms. 12Z and 5Z is 17Z. Negative 27 plus 37 is positive 10. And they equal 180. Subtract 10. Like I said, this is all algebra. Subtract 10 from both sides. And then divide both sides by 17. And we will find that that Z, our unspecified variable, our Z is 10. So we can go back now into our shape. We know that Z is 10. We can find out what angle U is. We can find out what angle T is. And we can find out what the angle W is. Then we know that the sum of these four angles have got to equal 360. So if we take angle U plus angle T and plus angle W, add them up and take away from 360 degrees, we'll get angle V. All right, so here, well, to find the measure of angle T, I let Z become 10, we got 115 degrees. The measure of angle U, again, I let Z become 10. 12 times 10 is 120. 120 take away 27 equals, again, 93 degrees. Like I said, this is a relatively easy section. Again, our whole goal first, more importantly, is to find out what our variable is, and then we can plug it right back into each and every different ones, okay? Now again, measure V, we know measure V, its opposite angle is angle T. So we already know that angle T is 115. So if we take 115 from 180, we get 65 degrees. So ladies and gentlemen, that is pretty much what section 15-2 is all about. The other part of the chapter of this section is constructing inscribed squares. Not important to me. It's all part of geometry to use your compass and protractor, and I'm really not going to focus on that. So again, probably the most important thing to remember here is the inscribed quadrilateral theorem. If we have a quadrilateral inscribed in a circle, then its opposite angles are supplementary. So opposite angles are supplementary. They add up to be 180. All right. So like I said, this is not a hard section. Majority of it is common sense and a little bit of algebra. All right. Thank you, guys. That's section 15-2. Relatively easy section. We'll look at section 15-3 next. All right. Catch you later, guys. Bye.